All right, well, we are done with Seville. We are heading to Madrid with the stop in Córdoba. And Robin, what do you think of Seville?
I love Seville, actually. I would go back. It's a nice medium-sized city, so it's big enough to give you lots to explore, but not too big and overwhelming, and not too small. So I really liked it. The nightlife, people were out all hours, all nooks and crannies of the town.
Yeah, I think that's like what they do in Spain. It seems like they're out really late in Spain. They eat dinner really late, then they hang out really late. But a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, on to the next venture. All right, we're out of the car, we parked it, we're in Córdoba, we're gonna take a look. Some cool looking pillars up there. And if you follow along the rest of the video, you'll notice one thing, and that is things are always closed in Spain. Either before siesta, during siesta, after siesta, during this, Sunday, Saturday, whatever. Things are closed most of the time. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but that's what it appears to be. Our center place that we're in right now, it looks like more stores are open, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we were just in that building for 2 minutes because when we walked in, they said they were closing. All right, we're gonna head to the Jewish quarter, see what that's all about.
Sefarad is the Hebrew name for the Iberian Peninsula.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Are the Jews who were expelled in the 15th century and went to North Africa, Greece, Turkey, Italy.
Oh, I see. So they're all Sephardic, but they started here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, who knew?
All right, we're done with Córdoba, and now we are headed to Madrid. Trees as far as the eye could see. These all look like olive trees. Well, after another harrowing drive into another city, we made it to Madrid and we are in our hotel. Check out the view. Nighttime in Madrid, we're gonna go find something to eat. Actually, no thank you. Alright, so we found a restaurant that has some vegan options. This is Los Arcos. We're gonna chow down here. Alright, we're gonna go on a walking tour, check out Madrid. You excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, to do is give my back to whatever I'm going to talk about. In this case, this beautiful square. I'm originally from Bulgaria, but 5 years ago I came to Madrid to study. Fell in love with Madrid from my second day basically, and I decided to stay. Everybody's looking at here. Okay? So this is like our Times Square, okay, Puerta del Sol. And not only here, but all around the country, people are looking at this clock and on their TVs because they're videotaping it from there. So after the clock turns 12, here we have to do something. Do you know that? We have to eat 12 of something. Eat 12 of something. You're gonna hear, do you see there's a bell over there? So from the bell tower, you're gonna hear 12 rings of the bell. With these 12 rings, you have to eat 12 grapes.
The oldest clock store in Madrid. Bashing the glass over there. This plaque signified that this is one of the oldest businesses around. For a business to get a plaque, it has to be about 100 years old. That one was built in the 1800s and it started off as a clock shop and has to be a clock shop. Even when it has a new owner, they have to keep it as a clock shop because it's the oldest clock shop in Madrid and it's going to stay that way.
Plaza Mayor could be translated as the main square, but before I start to talk to you here about the square, I want to talk to you a little bit more about Madrid. So here I'm going to tell you the story of Madrid, how it was created. So we're going to go back in time. Remember the 0 kilometer? We saw the map of the peninsula. In the center we have Madrid. So in the 9th century, Madrid didn't exist still, Spain didn't exist still.
Pictures of these stories are on this little bench that you could sit on. I guess we're lucky that people aren't sitting right here right now. It signifies one of the fires that were in the square here, 1790.
Okay, you like it?
Yes.
Beautiful, right? Well, I'm going to show you here a picture from this it looks like. Okay. This is a medieval city. It looks like it was frozen in time. A lot of the gates I'm going to mention today, but we go in the closed gate because at one point this was one of the gates closing the Christian wall, the medieval wall. Because you read the description of the tour. Well, yeah.
So this is the oldest restaurant in the world.
This is the oldest restaurant in the world. What does that mean? So I want you to take a look at the name. This is the full name of the place. It says Restaurante Sobrino de Botín, Horno de Asar. Short name. What does it mean? Restaurant nephew of Botín. Actually, the first owner of this place, he was called Jean Boton, and he was French. But in Madrid, nobody could pronounce Boton, so they called him Botín. You're gonna see in the Guinness World Record, this is when they first opened the restaurant. Until present day, this was never off, this oven.
Behind me is the oldest restaurant in the entire world. Oldest oven in the world. Oldest barbershop in the EU.
But Brexit happened. So thanks to Brexit, today we have the oven. So my question is, who are these 4 people that made that people stop coming to the barbershop? A hint, they weren't Spanish.
Beatles?
Yeah, okay! You're my A student. Beatles. They called it the Beatles crisis. Of course, it wasn't something done on purpose, but people started having this fashion with the long hair, the beards, so they stopped coming to the barbershop. They had a pretty critical time. They almost had to shut down, but in the end, they survived the Beatles crisis.
It's the market.
Oh.
That plaque I just showed you, right up there, that signifies where the gate used to be going into Madrid. So the part that we were walking before on this tour was outside the gate of Madrid. And now we're actually walking inside what was Madrid proper. This is the oldest pharmacy in Madrid and was actually opened in the 1500s. in the 15th century,
They were buildings for a long
16th
time,
century,
and I want to take a look at
17th
this
century.
tower, which ruins. So everybody was gonna look at the same thing, but people did no such thing. They didn't care about the ruins. They started grabbing his butt and saying that it gives luck. So actually, today we believe that passing here and not doing that gives bad luck. And I've seen how people come here with their lottery tickets, because lottery in Spain is really big, maybe you noticed that. So they rub it through the butt of the curious neighbor. When you win the lottery, text me, okay? With emotion, both cheeks.
I feel kind of weird doing that.
On my right, which we call Almudena, because
That's the Royal Palace of Madrid.
the
Also,
Versailles.
there has over 3,000 rooms. It's just such a weird store because it's just a bunch of famous people pooping. And they got this guy's statue here in front of the store. And to me, it's just kind of disturbing.
If you want to check on the ones behind on the shelf, feel free to take them out and check and see which one you like better. Okay?
So that's how they're made.
Yeah.
Where are they made?
We're in Catalonia in Spain. And the most difficult thing is to hide it in the nativity scene of Christmas. I know. Not next to any Jesus, you can put it like behind a bush, a tree, among other characters. So when you have people over, they like to search for it. Like, which one do you have? Where is it? There's people that put always the same one, people that goes on with the classic one, people that change every year. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter if you put it in the nativity or not, because the tradition actually says if you don't put it in your house, then the next year you will not have that good luck and that prosperity, because it's like you won't get the harvest. You didn't fertilize the land, so you're not gonna get the results of it. So there's a lot of people that put it on the office.
All right, I thought that was an awesome tour. What did you think of the tour?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Very informative.
Yeah, she did a great job, and we learned a lot about Madrid. And now we're gonna go grab some lunch. Doggy, you got dreads, huh? Pretty cool looking. Like from the name, some of these might be vegan. Yeah, like the donut back there that says vegan. Pretty cool. There's another, all these are vegan over here. Those are vegan, those are vegan. Remember that restaurant with the vegan stuff, or I should say the donut shop is chök. We're going to. We're going to check out what kind of food options they have here. Vegan, I'm not going to get anything there, obviously. So here, olives. This one was very quiet, so we're going to go check out another one. There's barely anybody here. It's pretty interesting. This one's pretty quiet too. I'm starting to think that maybe people don't go to markets here. All right, well, the market's kind of quiet. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, they're street foods. If you live here and you want street food from other countries, then it's okay, but we would rather eat food from this country.
Right, exactly. All right, so now we're going to go check out some restaurants because the market seemed to be kind of quiet and limited for vegan. And so this is a restaurant that's either vegan or has vegan options that we were referred to by our nice guide that you saw earlier today. We're not going to this one. This is Rebe Plant, which is a vegan restaurant too. So there are some vegan options. So what do you think of this place so far?
Interesting to see how the food is.
What's that?
It's interesting to see how the food is.
Vegan sausage and fries. And you got a falafel. How
Pretty good.
All right, awesome. All right, so that was B13 vegan restaurant here in Madrid. It was awesome. Robin, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was crowded.
Yeah, it was absolutely packed, which was kind of cool. So one thing we really found out is, boy, they are really serious about the siesta thing. Because between 2 and 4, everything just about is closed, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like Robin was trying to buy some vitamins because she ran out, and you can't even buy them right now because everything is closed. A lot of cities that we've been in, they're filming movies or shows or whatever. I'm doing some of that right now, right here. Oh, commercial.
Commercial of UNESCO.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Thanks. A lot of street art in Madrid, as you can see. Some awesome parallel parking. You can't get any closer than that to another car. That's just incredible. Or street art. That is one mad duck. Yes, there's a stuffed giraffe up there. I don't think I've ever seen so much graffiti in my life. All right, this is the Malasaña area. And it's kind of known for hipsters. What do you think, Robin?
Well, everything's closed, so it's really kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, just during siesta time, that 2 to 4 or whatever, maybe 1 to 5. It depends on the day where they close everything. Music plays there. Maybe the Beatles play here. Maybe Beatle type bands might play here.
Is it this? Right here?
Dati. English, datis.
The dates.
They don't look like this. One of the things they like to drink here is vermouth, so we're gonna go grab some vermouth. So this is vermouth. It looks like a Coke. It's not Coke. What do you think? You like it?
Bottle or a tap?
One thing we found out, Rob is not a big vermouth lover, and I'm actually not a big fan of it either. It's way too sweet for me. I'm not sure why the lottery is so popular here, but there is a huge line to get tickets for the lottery. So I have to say I'm really surprised at how many people play the lottery, because you're just better off if you took that money and you invested it, didn't touch it, invested it in the stock market or something. You'd be much better off than throwing it away into the lottery. Like the oldest bakery in this city, you can see it's 1894. Wow, what is that thing? All right, so we got a chocolate Napoleon, which appears to be somewhat vegan, or hopefully close to vegan is what is in there. And it's like something that's kind of traditional here, so we just wanted to give it a try. is a famous candy store, according to Robin. And supposedly these are the famous candies that are in the famous candy store, according to Robin, right?
Well, I think it's nougat, and I just see people carrying this bag all the time, so
Ah,
I guess that's what it is.
okay. They hand it to the Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, they have been in every country we've been to, and they're always out here trying to give out their message. And so I just have to hand it to them. They're persistent. You don't have to believe in their message or anything like that, but you have to admit that they're pretty persistent, wouldn't you say?
They're everywhere.
Exactly. So this thing, they call it Napoleon. It's a little different than the Napoleon that you would have in the US, but it tastes really good. This one's chocolate, dark chocolate, so I think it's as close to being vegan as it can be. And it is really good. And it's pretty much a specialty here in Madrid. Karaoke.
To share our love, for we must say
We found another vegan restaurant here. It's called Vega. We're gonna go try it out. Potatoes. They're very popular here, aren't they? They're good though. They're good though. And this is the vegan version of them, right there. Some vegan burrata. Looks delicious. Next up, vegan tacos. They look delicious. Alright, let's try this sucker out. Looks good. Delicious. Last but not least, artichokes. Looks awesome. How was your artichoke?
Very good.
Awesome. Up there might be Space Invader.
Is it Space Invader?
Who puts, or Invader, I mean, yeah, who puts up some stuff, and that's that kid from that one show. A lot of graffiti here. It's like another Invader-ish type thing. You know I love street art, and once again I see this Mr. Cool guy pop up. I think it's pretty cool, and he was in Portugal and now he's in Spain. He's just popping up everywhere. All right, we are done with Madrid and we are heading out and we are heading to Valencia.